Hi, everybody. Hey, with the holidays approaching, we're going to be with our families and our friends, and we're going to have all sorts of conversations. And in these conversations, inevitably, what comes up is either religion or politics. Now, when we're thinking about having that conversation about religion or politics, let's just make this simple. I'm going to use religion. We're having the conversation, and one of the persons in the conversation says, well, my church is true and yours is not. Well, let me point something out. I think you want to bite your tongue at that point, because let's talk about perspective. Here we are. Here we have an ISIS. And if I'm standing on this side of ISIS and I want to tell you what I'm seeing, I'm going to say, I am looking at Isis. She's looking to the left, and I see her arms are spread wide, and her wings are displayed. Well, that's great. Now you take your turn, and Isis is sitting like this, and you say, well, no, I see it like Isis is facing me. I see her face, but no, she doesn't have any wings, So that's simply perspective. And perspective comes into play when we're talking about religion and or politics, but in this case, obviously religion. So it just doesn't make any sense to say, I'm right, you're wrong, because it's just about perspective. Now, here's another thing. Let's say I want to understand God. Then wouldn't I do this? Again, let's say Isis here is God. Wouldn't I want to get to know that one thing, God, from this direction, and I walk around it, and I get to know it. I know it from every perspective, so I might be reading scriptures that are from another culture, another point of view. I might be reading the Torah. I might be reading the Quran. I might be reading the Sefer Yetzirah, the Book of Mormon, the Bible, and I walk around this item and I get to know it from every direction. Now that gives me a broader perspective. So if I've taken the time to do that, and I'm there at a party and somebody says, well, I'm right and you're wrong. Geez. Don't you hate it when somebody does that? Because it's all about perspective. So as you go into this holiday season and you get into one of these conversations, whether it be about politics or about religion, remember it's simply about perspective. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong, because the truth is we don't know. Love you. Thanks very much for listening. See you next time.